IzzyVerse! Welcome to the IzzyVerse! Back issues bleed through the timeline torn. Silver Age echoes, modern age born. Speculators hunt, chasing that grail. Slab it, grade it, cannon prevails. Bubble screams, ink in my veins. Bullets loaded, continuity chains. Every run, every arc, every bleed. FOMO flames feed the market's greed. Roar slab, the hype is alive. Trending heat keeps the legends revive. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slab it, grade it, immortal past. The IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip that spec, pumping dumb dreams. Holy Grail whispers, tear at the seams. Market spikes in the rumor mill's breath. Crossovers ink the line of death. Footnotes trace the collector's code. White pages pure in a mylar hold. Investment grade, sealed in a tomb, but the panels still scream they boom. Back issue fire, collector's sin. Every variant cover pulls you back in. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slab it, grade it, immortal past. IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip it, press it, spec it, grade it. Canon's eternal, you can't escape it. KSU, arc eternal, bleed through you. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slab it, grade it, immortal past. IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip it, press it, spec it, grade it. Canon's eternal, you can't escape it. KSU, arc eternal, bleed through you. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slab it, grade it, immortal. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. It's more than a run. It's the crossover you can't outrun. The IzzyVerse lives on.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the top trending comics of the week with Izzy, myself, and my good brother from another mother, Cliff on Comics. What's going on, Cliff?
Hello.
How are you doing, sir?
Happy almost season's greetings.
Exactly. So we got a lot to cover today. It's a really big day. A lot of stuff to talk about. We were gonna do something, but because of timing and because I don't want to keep you here longer than you need to be here, I am trying to be generous. And what we were planning to do for this week, we're going to do it next week. All right. But let's take a look. And we have a special guest.
We do.
We do. We have a very special guest. For he's going to be here for a short time. He's not going to be here for the whole duration of the show because I pretty much told him I would like to have him
for
here.
a long time. He's here for a good time.
He's here for a good time. With us. You guys know him. He is by far one of the coolest guys I know, and he's always remains cool. This is the right guy for the job because if you're looking to talk about slabs, who else do you talk to but the one and only Rob's Fat Stack? What's going on, Rob? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. It is an auspicious day, is it not?
It really is. There's so much to talk about, but there was one specific thing I really wanted to talk to you about today. So without further ado, let's just say what's up to the people in the chat. We'll do this really quickly. Our first person was Heroes for Hires. We got Matt. Good evening, everyone. Las Cruces, hello from Nuevo Mexico. All right. And as I said before, we have a very special guest with us. So there he is. Is it just me or he has no audio? I think he fixed the audio. Going out. I'll be back. But there he says, I'm sorry, but that song's an abomination. I absolutely love my song. I don't care what anybody says. All right. DVH is in the house. Hoot, hoot, hoot. And there's our hoots. And let's see who else we got here. I'm trying to get to as many people as fast as we possibly can. Hi to everyone. Tate is in the house. All right. So let's get to the news and let's talk about some headlines here. So let's get to it now. All right. So we have to talk about this. So I asked Rob to come by because I know last time this happened, you made a whole video about this.
I have details and data.
You got details and data. So this just came in. This is like, I guess, breaking news of the day. CGC is raising their prices once again.
It says breaking news is an annual event, can it be?
It was around the same time last year, wasn't it?
It's actually it's a little bit early. Usually
it's a little earlier,
spring,
right?
It's usually spring for them. They announce it in January usually, and it goes till spring. But in keeping, it's after they've done their Black Friday sale to get people to buy memberships for the next year, and then they announce the price hikes.
Wow.
This is breaking news, like saying that Christmas is coming.
So, as someone who submits quite frequently to CGC, I don't like this either.
Not as much as it was. I used to. No, this has been going. So ever since they got acquired, they have done annual price rate hikes, and every year it's about the same increment. You get about a $3 rate hike. That goes on to basically negates the. It equates to being about a 10%. So it wipes out the 10% discount that they give you, essentially. So they basically say, oh, yeah, you get your membership now at your next year, you get to keep those same rates. Well,
but according to the news here, it says here it goes into effect January 6th. After January 6th.
Yeah, much quicker.
So we don't got that much time. We got less than a month because today's the 9th.
Yep.
All right. So talk to me about the prices. So we're going from, if you do modern bulk, it's gonna change to $27.
And if unless you're a retailer, let's not even talk about bulk. I
Mhm.
don't look at that because as a collector, I don't typically send in 25 or more books at a time.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So I think it's great for retailers, but they got their own rates anyway. So let's
Yeah.
talk about the non-bulk rates.
So modern
Um,
tier, $30. That's where we're going.
$30. So that is again currently it's $27 right now with a membership, right?
Yeah.
$30 increase. So it's a $3 increase, is a 11% increase over the year before. But keep in mind, in 2020, just 5 years ago, it was $18 to submit a modern book at this tier. It's gone up 67%.
Now their response is always inflation, and they're using that as the term this year as well.
It's interesting. What the inflation is caused by? It's PSA. PSA they have their rate for modern books at $29.
I'm glad you said that because I do have the rates for PSA.
Right, $29 in $44.99 for vintage, which goes up to $45. So they're just matching PSA's rates. They don't care about CBCS.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even see CBCS a threat because CBCS is down there at $22 to $24 for a modern book and $40, and they definitely don't care about PGX, who's at $14 and $20.
Yeah.
So,
well, you don't really hear much since PSA came into the equation. It almost seems like CBCS has said, you know what? Let's just chill over here. We'll do our thing. If you want to work with us, you work with us. So they didn't really. It's kind of like cool down, and now it's like CGC or PSA. So I know Cliff is not a big fan of PSA because he's not a fan of that label and things like that. But Cliff, you hear this? Oh, look at that! Wait a minute! Oh my goodness! I gotta make this big. What do we have here?
So I'm still not a fan of that label. That label's pretty ugly. All right, but I do have a PSA.
Trash.
Yeah, it's trash. However, this is one of the strongest slabs I've ever seen in my life, and UV coating. So I will give them credit where credit is due. But also from the collector's aspect, they don't have a collector community the way CGC does. So CGC still has that going for them.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah, but in all fairness, they're new to the game, so I guess you could say they're learning as they go when it comes to
I don't
the
care.
comic book
I don't
world.
care, Izzy, because they're wealthy and they have the money to come in strong. And I'm tired of this crap. All night tonight, I'm gonna go on about how much I hate the homogenization of wealth and how our enjoyment of the arts crushes under the weight of that. So this is just the opening gambit.
This is the open. This is what we go through every week, Rob. It's
no,
it's
but I don't care. I don't care for the PSA labels, and CGC's only continues to be, if we're honest, given that every time you turn around, there's another quote unquote scandal or news story or quality control or whatever else is going on.
Mm-hmm.
The reason they continue to be perceived as the top grader has been all the effort they did early on in their history of building up that community. The army of loyalists, through whether it be through their message boards, through the gamification, and then later on through that layered into the respectability from a pricing standpoint, that's allowed them to remain on top. PSA might chip slightly at it, but I don't know that they're, at least right now, it's kind of a mixed bag. I think it's too early to say whether or not they'll make any kind of real inroad. Obviously, right now, based on the price hikes, CGC does not fear PSA. Otherwise, they would have held their pricing at their being a little bit less expensive than what they did now. Instead, they turned around and they price hiked it up.
But then they price hike just for this. They do that like you said, it may be a little bit earlier now, but it's kind of like status quo for them, where
Sure, but
they just continuously do it regardless of quality. Because I still have not seen a quality
Mhm.
change since then.
right.
You
No,
know what
I
I mean?
mean, sure, they've been doing it annually, but again, they've had no fear of competition. Supposedly, the whole premise of having additional um, competition is that it's good for the consumer. It'll drive down prices. That's not happening. Instead, we have some competitors who have held low pricing, but the collector market isn't going that direction yet.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, the perceived top two would just raise their prices up to each other. They don't
Yeah.
fear it.
Mhm. But
Reholder is not on the list.
no,
To do
so
increase.
there is a reholder change, but it's to pulp. It's to
Pulps and stuff.
now
Yeah.
pulp to posters actually, not to pulps.
Oh, posters.
Posters,
Okay.
yeah. So the reholder is to change, but they are changing. They are updating
JSA.
this JSA as well as signature series books to $50, and
Well,
that
signature series always just follows, but yeah.
yeah. So there's a little bit of that going on with the tiers. Um,
Wait a second. So a CGC signature series is 50
yeah. Well,
for a comic?
So it says modern tier signature series $53. For
And so
bulk is 50.
so it's gonna be less to submit a witnessed book than it is to submit a unwitnessed book.
Yeah, because it says here the JSA is going to be changed to 30.
Yeah, that we knew was coming
Mhm.
when they introduced to the JSA at $25. They always said for a limited time
Mhm.
initially. $30 puts it in line with CBCS and
Yeah.
Beckett. So that's not a surprise. It knew it was coming. They've established it. They've got people addicted to using it or liking it, found that
Yeah.
some people actually prefer the
Mhm.
label of the JSA over the other.
Yeah.
But
I
we
like the
haven't had-
JSA, being that I have a few already. I like the
know.
black top. I
It
think
does
look
actually has this
good.
nice. It has this
but
nice look.
you know,
Yeah.
we haven't had, it's interesting. We haven't had our at least big wide signature verification scandal yet with them.
Well,
But
there was one, the
I
Stan
said
Lee
haven't
one.
had oh, is there? Okay, I missed
Yeah,
that
so
one.
there was
but-
a Stan Lee one where there was a smudging situation where all these Stan Lee signatures were coming back smudged,
Yeah,
and
but
they were being
Stan
authenticated.
actually signed those books.
Mhm.
That wasn't quite the scandal so much as the scandal was the abuse of Stan Lee when he was alive.
Well,
Wow.
yes, but the other thing was it's from what I remember about it. I'm not 100%. I think they were JSA signatures. They weren't like witness signatures. Because
Right.
witness signature is a witness signature, right? He's there, you see it, bam, we're done.
Yeah.
But JSA is saying, "Oh, we're gonna authenticate this signature as Stan Lee, even though it's smudged."
Yes. Right. And I was gonna say, and why not? Because you can pay, you have two payment options. Pay to get the label that it was authenticated the signature, which we have more than enough comprehensive footage of Stan Lee's abuse to verify it. And then getting the actual signature graded, that's another option you have, right? So I do believe some of those had that second option, and the signature was graded very low. Not that anyone cares. I
We're off
think-
topic.
Yeah, no one really cares about that.
Oh, no! But the
people-
point is, I don't think that was like a real scandal so much as people on the inside stealing from CGC.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No, we're off topic. But I mean, you go back to this. This is, I mean, I think this is like everything else that's going on. Unfortunately, I just feel like it happens so often that now I'm numb to it,
Mhm.
and I don't get. 4 years ago, I was bitching and complaining up the wazoo that this was going to become a regular occurrence, and now it has. And so now, how do I feel about it? Oh, I feel about the same as I do about other people's tweets and stuff. They happen all the time, and I should be outraged, but somehow I continue. I just kind of go like that again,
Yeah.
So that's almost how I feel as a collector.
yeah.
Has it impacted me though? As a guy who grades, it has.
Yeah.
This past year, This past year is the lowest number of books I've submitted for grading. I've bought more books already graded than I am than paying to have books graded. And I think we're seeing that even where we're seeing the normal is we've seen on a lot of books the leveling of that price for a raw book versus a graded book, where the raw books people are valuing them more, or at least valuing them about the same for approximate grade range. It's definitely narrowed.
Yeah. Well, there was also just recently the first Gambit cover just sold a 10 for PSA, just sold for like $6,000, and a 9.9 was selling for a lot less. So that's changing how they're looking at it. Are they going to be more loose with their 9.9s versus their 10s? So there's something to talk about when it comes to CGC and how they're going to start grading moving forward. If in fact they're going to change their grading standards, they've gotten looser with 9.9s, where they're giving more 9.9s than 9.8.
They have, and they said they were going to, and then they kind of stopped, and then they're back on. They kind of go ebb and flow. I think it depends. It's like they've got like 3 guys there that are a little bit looser with the 9.9s, and the other 3 guys were told not to be, and so it's just luck of the draw. Sometimes it seems, but
yeah,
I mean that they definitely do. I've had more 9.9s this year from CGC than every year before totaled. But look. I'm with Tate on this one. I think it's going to be, I'm going to look at some alternatives like Comic Capsule and stuff for protecting some of my books. And I think there's going to be less and less that I'm going to be submitting for grading. I know I decided I wasn't going to take part in their Black Friday sale to up my membership and stuff, because it was going to part of it was because I was going to erase the time I still had. They weren't going to prorate. So that was one thing they were doing to screw people. But then I just knew, I knew that this hike was coming at some point. It's like, how much am I going to submit?
Inevitable, as they say, right?
No.
The other thing is that I noticed was, like you said, this is standard. This seems to be standard yearly practice for them. So I doubt if what happened with Todd McFarlane had anything to do with it, where they had to cap it. I think that was more of a Todd McFarlane thing than anything.
That's a capacity issue from the standpoint of like last time he was there, they didn't do that, and he had to be there for days.
Yeah, so there's that. So I'm just curious more on the lines, how is this going to affect their, return on investment? Like, will this work for them? Are people still going to submit to them now that there's an alternative to it, and an alternative that actually matters? PSA, say what you want to say about it. People are starting to get it, and they actually have this really cool promo that's out there where you could get a slab practically for free. You know what I mean?
I doubt right now in the imminent run CGC's concerned. Like I said, if they were concerned about PSA, they wouldn't have raised their prices.
Yeah,
they would have held off. They didn't. They matched their price, so they feel that they're at least as strong of game, or whatever little bit they lose to it isn't a big deal. I think CBCS is probably the one that's hurting more than anybody else. As far as what's it do long term? Well, that's bound to be seen. I'm sure that there'll be some decrease in submissions, at least initially. Is that offset by the increased revenue and pricing? Probably, if not more. Also, does it drive more people to try to collect books to do bulk submissions? Maybe. What does that do does that affect their ability to predict or adjust to it? I don't know. But CGC hasn't cared. Well, it's since they got acquired. That Tate, 5 or 6 years ago, they've been doing, for 5 years now, they've been doing this annual price hike. It aligns with what they've done, which is when they were acquired every year since then. It's been BlackRock or whoever it was at bottom.
Blackstone.
Right? Yeah. Blackstone. Yeah, we've got this annual price hike.
Wow. So, yeah, like I said, this is one of those situations that we've just gotten used to, us in the community, when it comes to this. So,
Who knows? Maybe I'm going back to PGX, baby. $14 modern, $20 vintage with
Oh,
with up to $2,000.
yeah, I
Let's not
think Cliff is going to be the voice of reason.
Let's not spiral, okay? I mean, like, maybe giving CBCS a little bit of love, but going all the way back to PGX, oh my lord.
Well, I look at their labels, and their labels look god awful. Like, they try to do something where they try to be like fashionable or something. I don't know what they're trying to do, but it looks like they just printed out from this hunky dory printer and they just put that label in there, and it was like, yep, that works. You know what I mean? At least when I look at PSA, and I'm not gonna be a show for PSA. I don't even have a PSA comic just yet, but I will have one soon.
Is he the shill?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm looking at their prices, and now they're starting to be very comparable. They're lining
It's exactly the same.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Well,
$29.
Modern $29.99 versus $30 for CGC.
Yeah.
$44.99 versus $45. It's the only
It's the same
tier.
price, Eddie.
The only
That don't
thing
count.
where CGC is cheaper is at the high value tier, where they're at $105 versus $119. But no, I guess they got a high value. Can you scroll down a little bit? What's their high value?
Yep. So the high value is 99.
Okay. Oh, max up to 1,500 though.
Yeah, and their express is 199.
Okay. So insured. So so you get some not apples to apples in here, but I mean,
And then you have Super Express, you have walkthroughs. So the one thing I do like that PSA has that rivals to me CGC as far as the quality of the slab itself, besides that, is I could take a book to a shop that's a PSA shop and drop off my book, which with CGC I don't have that. That's something I actually like. There's places I could drop off a book with PSA
to have them get it graded for you.
They won't grade it on the spot.
CGC has that
drop off spot.
Yeah,
but do they have it locally?
Oh, you mean just a
LCS
drop off?
is a drop
I mean,
off
the LCS facilitates it. I see what you're saying. The difference is you're saying that PSA has shops that aren't taking any commission.
Yeah, they're not taking cuts. They're just drop off spots. So they're taking it. So I like that. I like that aspect to it, where I could just drop something off and be like, okay, I don't have to pay this extra, sometimes $30 in shipping, depending on how much stuff I'm sending. So, Rob, it's always a pleasure having you here. I appreciate that you stopped by to talk a little bit about this, because I know you're the guy to talk about when it comes to these price hikes, because you do these every year. You look at this, man. You track it, man. I saw that.
It's hilarious to think about the fact that, again, before Blackstone came in board here, a vintage book grading was $24.30. Now you can't even do a modern for that price. It's vintage book price today has gone up 85.2% compared to what it was before Blackstone took over. And that you got, oh, what did I get out of it? Oh, now I have a $400 cap. Before, I think vintage was higher than that. I think it was like $600. So you get bumped up to high value even quicker.
Wow.
Thank you.
With that said, Rob, where can people find you?
This guy right here at robs.fatstacks. I'm all Instagram, YouTube. I'm out there. Only Slabs on Saturday. We'll see if it gets harder to get guests on Only Slabs.
I only got, well, now you could probably get Voxy on the show. Probably. It's like, I only got 5. I'm like, that's okay. We'll take you. Rob, it's always a pleasure, man. I will see you soon, my brother.
Take it easy, guys.
Thanks, Rob.
So, your thoughts on the matter as a whole? Speaking for someone that doesn't normally grade your books, I know you don't normally do it, but you do have, obviously, looking at the back wall there.
Yeah, no, most of my signature series I submitted.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, no, I've submitted quite a few. I just not all the time.
Yeah. For me, it affects me as as an artist, where I have to send things in constantly because people are making those requests, and at the same time where I offer a fee for doing it because of course it's gonna be like I have to do this. I'm gonna do all the shipping. I'm gonna do a lot of let work for it, and that it helps me out in the process to do that. But it becomes more challenging for people when they come in and they like, yeah, I'm not gonna slab it. Just put it on the on a comic capsule, which I think that's a great alternative when you have something like a comic capsule for that stuff, because they'll still keep it protected. Will it validate the price? No, but I don't think people care as much anymore. I'm not one to buy slab books. I'm the one to buy them raw and then send them out to get slab, because the price that I'm looking at isn't as high
which is so funny because my experiences I got
Hey Rich.
I got great deals on slabbed books that would have been almost the same price for me to get it raw. So I'm like, who am I to pass this up?
Well, there is that does happen. I think that's happening more frequently now, because the cost of getting a book slab on top of the cost of the book itself, you might as well just buy it that way.
Yeah.
And it guarantees the grade, if you know what I mean. Which
yes,
in that fashion. So, guys, before we get back to the news, there is something I got to talk about, and it's time for the Christmas Rat Pack for the month of December. That's right, guys. If you are a channel member, or if you leave a super chat of any size, doesn't matter what size, you'll be included in December's Rat Pack. So we're going to start it off with one book, and we always started off with talking about slabs. We're going to start it off with a Young Avengers, The Children of the Crusades, #1. This book came out in
Avengers, the Children's Crusade.
Well, it says young. Well, it does says Avengers. It's too much Avengers. So this is gonna be part of it. It's at a 96.
What cover is that?
So this is a cane cover done by, I believe, if I look at it, I believe this is an Alan Davis cover. This is an Alan Davis cover.
First of all, I'm obsessed with Avengers, the Children's Crusade. I have never seen this cover before.
Oh, you never seen this cover before?
No, and I don't, and apparently it's not part of the original Children's Crusade because none of the team working on it is recognizable.
Well, it looks like an alternate universe team.
Yeah, I'm getting that vibe.
So, because that don't look like a standard Cap.
Well, that's what's his name? That's Patriot in Cap uniform.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe like an aged up Young Avengers. So that's going to be part. This is already in the pack. This is going to stay in the pack. And of course, as the days every week, we'll add to it. So the way we add things is we have 5 comics. They all start with a letter. So if you leave a super chat, look at it. We already got our. Thank you, Tape Prime. Tape Prime, you get to pick a letter from A, B, C, D, or E. You give me the letter, and we're going to add it to the pack, and we'll see what book it is. I do have some old books. I got some new books. I got some fabulous artists in this pack, and we'll continue to start adding it. So, Tate, when you get an opportunity, just drop me a letter. Which letter you want, A, B, C, D, or E? Well, I see a D. So it sounds like we got to go with a D. Our first book that we're adding in is Batman issue 2, a nice, beautiful Jim Lee cover. That's a nice cover, though. I like this cover a lot. So that's been added to the pack. So there we have it. We'll add some more stuff each week as we continue to do this. I love doing this stuff. So thank you, Tape Prime. We still have... I put it down for a second, and you put in another one.
I was just trying to time it.
We got to put the A. Now we're going to put the A. Let's go back.
A and D are my favorite combinations.
Oh, God. All right. We're going to give a Venom to 52. Look at that shiny goodness.
Ooh, foil.
It's a foily with Riff Raff, right? It's Riff Raff. This is definitely Riff Raff, right?
Rip. I don't know if that's Rip Rap. No, that's what's her name. That's what's her name. That's Mary Jane Venom.
The new Venom with the
Yeah.
red costume.
Yes.
I haven't been reading this, so
Yes. Venom Spider-Man. Yes.
okay. So there you have it. Otherwise known as Spider-Man.
Yes. She's calling herself Spider-Man. It's very interesting.
Comics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Comics. All right, so let's close this out. Let's talk about some things that are going on through the news today. We'll start up with some fun news, okay?
Is there any?
No, yes, there actually is. We're gonna get a Supergirl trailer.
Yeah.
And here's what we're hearing. So none of this is actual fact as of yet because the trailer has not been revealed. They just said that later this week we're gonna get a teaser trailer, and rumor has it's coming on Thursday. That's the rumor. That's gonna be on Thursday. So the trailer is coming on Thursday. Now here's some things that I find hilarious that they are reporting. So this is coming from comicbookmovie.com. So they are a reliable source for information. They're saying that the description reveals Lobo. So we'll get our first look at Lobo. Superman being peed on.
Oh.
And plenty of cosmic action. And also crypto.
Superman being peed on, I really hope is crypto. Like that it's like, no, like that sort of thing.
But that also means Superman's going to be in this clip.
I mean, probably.
Right? And Papa Wheelie just dropped in our next one. I'm a better co-host than Cliff. With the $6 chat. Papa, you got to let me know what letter you got. We got rid of A, we got rid of D. So we still got a few more remaining.
B, C, and E.
Yep. B, C, and E. Those are what's left. So, okay. So, yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna be crypto, right?
All right, because I can't think of anything else.
But imagine if there's a scene of Supergirl just taking a pee. Like they won't even be able to do it, right? Like who's gonna do it? Would Lobo do it?
Lobo's might. That's still like wow, let's really push the boundary of a PG-13 movie.
But even better on a trailer?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because you know Lobo wears that cup already.
I'm just saying this is still kind of supposed to be a family film at the end of the day, right?
It's not Lobo in this movie, man. I don't know what to expect because
well, apparently he's not in it a lot, you know?
He's in it enough.
Right, he's in it enough, but that doesn't mean anything.
That's true. So, what are your thoughts of them dropping a trailer right when they're making news that they're going to drop a Doomsday trailer as well?
Oh, I didn't hear about a Doomsday trailer.
So the Doomsday trailer is rumored to be it's actually official now.
I'm sorry, Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, I said Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Oh, sorry. Like you don't know the difference between Doomsday and Avengers Doomsday.
No, because in my mind, the word Doomsday.
It's associated with Superman. No, it's not going to be Superman. Yeah. So, talk to me. And Papa just threw in a second one there. He donated. Well, Papa, you donated twice, so therefore you get 2 letters in.
That's
right. That's how this works. So we'll get B in. All right. So he said B, and look at that. Oh, I think Cliff, you are gonna like this one.
Ooh,
you're gonna like this one. I just finished it today.
Oh, Wanda and Vision.
Yep, you got some Wanda and Vision in this. You know, whoever wins this, if they want the CGC, they're gonna have to want it quick because it's gonna be like, I gotta get this thing out of here fast. But yep, I just finished it today. I'm happy the way it turned out. It's pretty cool. So we got that. And Papa, you get one more letter. You got a C or an E. So we'll do C or E. So just add that extra letter. All right. So What are your thoughts on from what you've heard already? Because they are revealing that there is going to be a synopsis, um, and they're saying the first synopsis reveals that Kara Zor-El will confront her origins to find her path as a hero. Really, they're going to be basing this movie out of the Woman of Tomorrow storyline. So, what's your
By
thoughts
the
on
way,
that
Papa said letter C.
one?
And Woman of Tomorrow makes perfect sense to me. Because although the Kara in Woman of Tomorrow is already heroic, right? She faces the trauma of being the last daughter of Krypton, and the path is for her being a greater hero at the end. So just using that to take her from I like to get drunk under red sunlight to I am Supergirl, I think is a very wise decision.
Yeah, I agree. Let's just get this letter in here. So, letter C has been added, and we are going to get a nice black and white Todd McFarlane Medieval Spawn. This is issue number uno. Look at that. This is Todd at his best. So that's been added to the pile. We still got the letter E. There's one more left. All right. Okay. So we have the first synopsis, teasing an unexpected and ruthless enemy, a return to Krypton, and the Woman of Tomorrow's hero's journey. So what is this return to Krypton?
Well, I think the return to Krypton is like a psychological return, to like face the horror of losing her world.
Yeah, let us talk to me a little bit about Woman of Tomorrow, what this story is really all about, and how it relates to this movie version of Supergirl that's going to be, I don't know how strongly based on this story, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be.
Supergirl goes to help this girl who's like tackling the dude who like destroyed her world, and the girl wants to kill the destroyer of her world, right? And then it kind of becomes this thing of like she wants Supergirl to do it, and Supergirl's like really considering it, and like right off the bat, like Krypto's in danger right from issue 1. And of course, Krypto not being her dog in the comic, she did take him with her for companionship. Superman sent them right off, but very much the Supergirl thing. Now, I'm imagining that Supergirl will already be in space and doing her party BS and then encounter this girl and get involved in that story.
Yeah.
But yes, confronting her past, what it means to take revenge.
Yeah.
Seeing herself in this young woman, all of that stuff that I hope translates to the movie.
Well, we'll see. I guess we'll see what's going on. And Lobo's somehow involved. Which is not part of the original story. Lobo's not part of the original story. No. So they're adding him in some capacity and stuff. So I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see what I see. They only show the scene of her like waiting, like it looked like a bus stop. So that's all we got to see. Just this quick scene. But we'll see how long this trailer is. This movie is scheduled to come out in the summertime, so it's going to be one of the summer movies of the year.
Wise.
What was that?
Wise. I like
Wise.
it.
Well, it's going to either be summer or winter, and I think Disney got the winter already taken care of. Speaking of Disney, did you hear about how much Zootopia has made already worldwide?
Yeah, listen, family films, man. Family films.
But in less than 10 days, this movie is already ranked over $900 million worldwide. This thing's going to be $1 billion in less than a week. That's insane.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. We're going to see it on Christmas.
When you've got a hit, you've got a hit.
Yeah. We're going to go see it in Christmas. So that's going to be our Christmas movie. All right. Okay. And with Black Spiders with the $1.98. We have met our goal, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, Black Spiders. Let's go ahead and show what is letter E. This is a fun one. Look, he already said C. No, it's E. You got E. C's been taken. It's the gold edition of New Mutants.
Ooh, the second print.
The second printing. Look out. And this is a nice copy, dude. Like, it's been pressed and everything. So That's been
So-
added for
So,
this.
can you show Black Spiders everything now that we've done the whole alphabet?
Now that we did the whole thing, we've added all the books. We have added Batman issue 2 by Jim Lee. I'm trying to get a new light. All right, look at that.
It'll never be enough.
Oh, no, one of my Christmas wish lists is to get a new light. Venom 252. Nice little foily goodness. I like this. This is a nice foil.
It's a spot foil. That's what I like.
It's a nice spot foil. We just added the New Mutants 87 first appearance of the Cable.
Excellent.
All right, and there's letter C. We got the Medieval Spawn #1 with a nice black and white Todd McFarlane. That's nice.
Yep.
And finally, we got an original sketch of Wanda and the Vision. All that is going to be part of it. And of course, the slab is going to be Avengers Children's Crusade, Young Avengers, issue #1 in the 9.6. That's all part of today's items to be part of the Christmas Rat Pack. So thank you so much, everybody, for leaving your super chats. Really do appreciate it and stuff. So let's get on to our next subject here. And let's see here. What should we go on? All right. You want good news or bad news?
Oh, yeah, I guess bad news first.
Bad news first? All right. Because there's news that you want to talk about. There's news you don't care to talk about. So
I don't know. I don't know if there's any news I actually care to talk about.
Well, there is something cool that we're going to talk about a little later. So next up, over the weekend, well, or a little before the weekend, was it like Thursday or something like that? It was on Thursday. I think the Netflix deal came through. For those of you who's been sitting under a rock, Netflix purchased Warner Brothers at approximately $83 billion, right? So that's about $27 per share. And now, okay, so everybody's like, okay, so Netflix is taking over. Fine. However, David Ellison, who is in charge of Skydance, who bought Paramount, he did what's called a hostile takeover bid for Warner Brothers, valued at $108 billion to derail Netflix deal. So in other words, the way it's put, as I understand, is that instead of going to the CEO and the board, he's going straight to the shareholders. And he's going to tell the shareholders, listen, I'll buy you guys, but I'll also buy the TV deal as well. I'll buy that as well. Where in the Netflix deal, they didn't buy the TV, so they didn't buy the Turner Broadcasting channels or
Right.
Discovery or anything like that. He's pissed. This guy's generally pissed because he wanted it bad. You could tell he wanted it bad. Of course, Paramount was really the first bidders, but then Netflix came in, Comcast came in, and it was really between the three of them. Apple were kind of in, but they didn't really care as much. So they were like, yeah, pass and stuff like that. So they passed. They went ahead and they passed. So they didn't care. But in this particular instance, David Ellison, he wants this company so badly that he's willing to do pretty much everything he possibly can do it, and go as far as say, you know what? I don't know if you guys are going to pass the deal with, the FCC and the government, because it might be a corporate monopoly if you go with Netflix, which is, just a.
Well, I think it's more of a monopoly with the Paramount deal, because the Netflix deal didn't include TV and other stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is taking it all.
Yeah. But I don't think it was going to be a big deal anyway in that way. And the TV deal is the TV deal. And let's be honest, no one cares about TV these days. Because the TV deal, though it's still a thing.
It's still a thing.
And it still has some value attached to it. It's not one of those things that anybody's going to go crazy for. Like, I know how it affects us in the wrestling community. But since I'm with you and I'm talking to you, I want to talk about how it affects the comic book community. So,
we're screwed, and we're all screwed. We're all screwed.
So tell me your initial thoughts on the Netflix side of things.
If Netflix goes through with the deal, it is the end of cinema, okay? Because that CEO publicly said that he thinks that the time of the movie theater is done, right? He wants your butt in seats, feeding his algorithm, watching his algorithm. That is his goal. Okay?
But he recently said the exact opposite now. He recently
say
said
whatever
that
he
he
wants.
wants the theatrical turn. He wants to keep WBD the way, well, WB really, because he doesn't care about the D part.
Yeah.
He wants to keep it in theaters, which I think, honestly, I do think he's actually telling the truth in this case. I think I still believe there's an algorithm thing that he wants to take control over, but I do think it makes sense to keep like the whole concept is keep Warner Brothers as Warner Brothers. I know that what they really want, what they all want, is the IP. That's what they want. Yeah. Because that IP is gold. What you got in there is insanity. More so than Disney. Because I think Warner Brothers IP is bigger than Disney's.
I mean, yeah, because you've got Harry Potter, you've got DC Comics.
You got the Lord of the Rings.
You've got Lord of the. I mean, you don't exclusively have Lord of the Rings.
You got Matrix.
Yeah. You got the Matrix. Mm-hmm. There's all sorts of stuff, but they got a gigantic catalog. Gigantic.
Yep.
So
I'm
not that worried about it. Like, I mean, personally, I just don't want it to happen. I wish that somebody would just be like, let's just let WB just be its thing.
Yeah, but David Zaslav was like, nah, I'm getting rid of this thing.
Yeah,
that was his whole purpose. His whole point was to come in to get rid of it.
Which is insane to me. Insane, right?
Had a tremendous year, too.
Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who wins here. It's just clearly a monopoly. And at the end, we all suffer because there's less competition. They can charge what they want. It's going to be more difficult for people, working in the theater. First of all, the layoffs that will happen at Warner Brothers.
That's bound to happen, though. That's bound to happen.
Right, but I mean, like, it's really like I feel like for me, there's no winners here. There's no winners, except for some billionaires that I know nothing about and could care less about. They're the winners, and then we'll get homogenized stuff. That's why I'm using that word again, and that's it. That's it. And then, like, honestly, we're just gonna have to go back to making theaters in our backyard and like just making movies in our backyard, just doing that.
Well, I wasn't even looking at it from the theater perspective. I'm looking at it from the comic book perspective, right? Because the way I see it is that DC Studios has been created prior to the sale. So James Gunn is in a safe place at the moment.
Yep.
Right? He's in a safe place. He's not going anywhere for a while. They just extended his contract so they could kind of keep him safe for a little while. However, what I have more concerns about is the quality of the comic books. Just like when Disney took over Marvel, everything was great on the MCU side.
Yep.
They flourished. It's the number one franchise in the world. There's no denying that. It topped Star Wars with the amount of money it has produced, right? So if you look at it from that perspective, the amount of money Marvel Cinemas, Marvel Cinematic Universe has produced, screw Star Wars. Star Wars doesn't even touch it. However, though the cinema quality was fine and it was good for its time, up to Endgame really, and then it kind of like deteriorated because of what happened on the inside. I think the comic books have suffered tremendously, to the point that they don't really give a damn about the comic books. They just have the comic books because they have the comic books. And that's my fear with this.
On the comic side, absolutely my fear. And, and the layoffs will happen there too. And it'll just, like I said, it's just going to be a tragedy is what it's really going to be.
Your video is whack. Well, what's up, J-Man? How you doing, my man? All right. So, I'm looking at it from that perspective. I'm looking at it, what's going to happen to the DC Comics? Will they continue to perform the way they've been performing? Because I know your feelings towards Absolute Batman and all that stuff, but in general, DC has been outperforming Marvel for the last couple of years.
No, they've been doing great. And my feelings on Absolute Batman do not mean a thing. And I've said this over and over. My only, if other people like it, good for them. That's my only beef with Absolute Batman these days is my market manipulation
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, no, DC's been doing great. And yes, I absolutely am afraid. I want you to know, Paul Levitz is on the record many years ago saying that he hopes Warner Brothers never realizes that they own DC Comics, right? and of course, what he was worried about started to come true. And that's where we're at. And now we're at the worst part of it.
So it looks like there's something going on with the stream. I don't know exactly what's going on because you sound fine to me. I sound fine to you. Am I right?
Yeah.
So something's going on in YouTube. I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm worried, but I think Netflix is gonna walk away with this. That's my opinion. I think no matter what Paramount does, he's just mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, we do look like we're jittering.
Interesting. All right, let me stop this stream for a second here. All right, it's horrible. Wonder why. All right, well, I'm gonna log off, and then don't log off, because if you log off, then I'm gonna have a problem. So I'm gonna log off, and then you're gonna log off, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I'll be right back. Cliff, take over, bro.
Well, here we are. Hi, and what's going on? Let's see. What can I share? What can I share?
Now I'm back.
Oh, wow, that was fast.
Yeah, I just logged off and logged back on.
All right.
Know. So chat will be back here. Okay. Sorry, guys. Technical issues here. Oh, look at that. Now it said fixed.
Voila.
See? Picture studying, audio is good. I don't know. Yeah, it's all this Skynet talk. All right.
For real.
Do you know? So we're gonna talk about our next one. I'm actually happy about this one, but this is strictly rumor. There's no actual fact, but this is a lot of rumor going on right now. But it's big rumor, and it actually has affected the trending market, and that is our girl Scarlett Johansson is being attached to be in the next Batman movie.
Yes, as Phantasm.
So 32 years ago here, and somebody, this was the image that I actually posted. Dude, this is what I want. Like, you can't get perfect. This is what I call perfect casting. If this is real, I'm so there. I was gonna be there no matter what, but you know what I'm saying.
I'm more there. I'm
more there. I'll be sleeping over if this is the case. Scarlett Johansson to play Andrea Belmont, right? That's how you say it, Belmont.
Yes,
is something I didn't know I wanted, and now, if she's anything else, I'm gonna be upset.
Right?
Because she's perfect. She's perfect for the role. But Cliff, do you know who's Andrea Belmont and who is the Phantasm?
I was like, isn't Andrea the Phantasm? Or do you mean the voices?
Oh, spoilers? Man, you can...
Okay, it's 32 years old. There's no spoilers.
Come on. Let the world know who we're talking about here.
In the movie, the animated film, Mask of the Phantasm, probably the best animated superhero movie of all time, at least of Batman's.
I agree.
You know, Bruce is whining and dining and finessing Andrea and thinking he might be ready to settle down. But this Phantasm character is menacing Gotham's underworld, and Batman must do something to stop it, only to find out that Andrea was the Phantasm all along, crushing his hopes and dreams of living an ordinary life as Bruce Wayne. And there you go.
But it's also an origin story. You forget you left that part out.
Yeah, origin story.
And the origin story is very important in this particular instance because she was going to be the one to have him not become Batman. She didn't know this. She wasn't like actually doing that. However, in the story, the way the story goes, he met her, right? Her parents died as well. No, her parents died.
Yeah.
And she would go to the cemetery, and he would go to the cemetery where his parents were buried. And of course, this is him training to become Batman. He was at that stage of training to be Batman. He wasn't Batman just yet. He was getting there. And he sees her. So this is kind of like a year zero story in a weird way, right? And he sees her, and he built a relationship with her. And this was like his opportunity of saying, you know what? I'm not going to fulfill this role. I'm not going to be Batman. I'm not going to become this character, right? So she was the glue that was keeping him together. And then she goes through a tragedy, and she leaves. She's gone, right? And that's the moment that he said he ended up becoming Batman. One of the best written stories, especially when it comes to Batman, ever told. And then we hear about this character, like you said, Phantasm, who is hunting down crime lords, and Joker's part of it. And Joker's the best in this movie. Mark Hamill delivers such a great performance in this
for
movie.
real. I need to watch it again. I
watch it all the time, man. It's one of those movies I watch literally all the time. I've read the novel. There was a novel adaptation of this book. I read it, and I wrote a book report on it. That's how much I love this story. And the novel, there's some really cool scenes that are not in the movie, which I thought was cool. Like there's this scene where Joker is taking I think it was Sal, the crime lord, he's old, dude. Old. And he's like, we're gonna get on the roller coaster. And he looks at the old dude and say, wait a minute, are you this tall?
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. So it's really cool. I'm super stoked for it. I love this image. I want this to be my wallpaper, man. That's how much I love this. So, you know, let's do it. Let's make it happen. And if it does happen, I don't know how Matt Reeves will do it. I don't know how he's going to do it, because at this point he's already Batman. So are we going to have the story of Robert Pattinson, Batman, and Scarlett Johansson? Are they like the right age group? Are they the same age? Because she's like in her 40s now. She's 41 now.
You know what? She looks great. People don't really care. You know.
Well, it's Scarlett Johansson. And isn't it interesting her going to DC, if that's the case?
Yeah, you know.
She's like, I'm done with Marvel. I'm going to DC. But it's a role that she doesn't have to stick to, in other words, right?
What's this kid's name in Batman?
Which kid?
Oh, my God. The guy playing Batman.
I just said it. Robert Pattinson.
Thank you. It was escaping me.
I literally just said it, dude, about a minute ago.
It was one of those things where you said it, it triggered my mind, and then, like, you know, I lost it.
Oh, you're checking his age?
Yeah, I am, just for curiosity.
Yeah, she's 41. I know that for a fact.
And he's 39. They're very
close. Yeah, so that's no big deal. So they're in the same age group.
Yeah.
So that is cool to me. What do you guys think? Are you happy for Scarlett Johansson doing this role? Are you like me that you want this to happen? Because I want this to happen.
Oh, I want this to happen. You know?
That's it. I don't want anything. If they tell me she's Poison Ivy, I'll be pissed off. But Matt Reeves did say we're gonna have a character that has never been live action before, and this fits the bill. We have never seen her live action. And she was created for the cartoon anyway, so she didn't show up until afterwards. Yeah. She did sue Disney, but it has nothing to do with the Marvel. It was about the Marvel deal, but it was more about, you know, what happened with the pandemic and all that stuff. So you know, she'll still work with Disney if they pay her. All right. We're going to go to our last news story because this to me is fun. And Superman, Spider-Man is we're getting
the best news of the day, baby.
Yeah.
I have never ever in my life wanted every variant of a comic book before, and I want all of them. Give me all of them. Give me all of them times 50.
So before we start talking about the covers, because we're gonna see the covers,
I don't give a damn about the covers alone. Give me all of them. Give me 50 of each.
Guys, I think we broke Cliff.
For real, because let me tell you, it was what a day today was. But when I saw this, oh my God, David Nakayama, thank you. I leaked a little bit when I saw it. That was just beautiful. Jorge Jimenez, he's a fine ass dude to begin with. I mean, I was thrilled.
So Superman, Spider-Man, it's coming out March 25th. So we're ways ahead of it, right? But it's going to be written. The main story is going to be written by Mark Waid with art by Jorge Jimenez.
Yes,
That's the main story, right? And we're also going to have, it's just like the previous ones, we're going to have multiple stories. We're going to have a Tom King written, Jim Lee drawn Lois Lane and Mary Jane Watson.
Yes.
That sounds
Yes.
awesome. Matt Fraction and Steve Lieber is going to come back to do Jimmy Olsen with a Carnage twist. You went mute.
I'll eat it up. Eat it up.
Okay. I think you're going to love this one. This is the next big one. Sean Murphy is pulling double duty to do Superboy, Legion of Superheroes Superboy
Yes.
meets Spidey 2099.
All day. Give it to me.
Here's another one.
Some sliders.
All right. Gail Simone and Beling Ortega are going to be working on doing Power Girl and Punisher.
A la mode, baby. Just put the scoop of vanilla right on top.
Here's another one. Christopher Priest and Daniel Sampere are going to do Superboy Prime meets Symbiote Spider-Man.
All day, all night, 3 times on Sunday, and 15 times on a Saturday.
All right.
Do it.
We got two more. Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott are working on a rivalry between the Daily Planet and the Daily Bugle.
You got Lois and MJ right there. Perfect.
J. Jonah Jameson and Perry White?
I love it. Perry White is the better editor. Let's be clear.
Yeah, but let's be clear. The better showman is J. Jonah Jameson, man. You don't mess with J. Jonah Jameson.
I don't give a damn. Perry's the better editor, and Perry never let his bias get in the way of reporting.
Yeah, but J. Jonah Jameson's so fun. All right, and Jeff Lemire, and Rafa Sandoval are going to be doing a flashback featuring Paul, Ken, and Uncle Ben.
Oh my God! How could they? They're just trying to rip the hearts right out of our chest. They're just trying to rip the hearts right out of our chests. My God, you know. But
not to mention this,
Jorge Jimenez, y'all just, oh my God, this just sounds wonderful. I can't remember. Listen, Batman, Deadpool. I'm like, yeah, this is it. I'm like Superman, Spider-Man.
So you ready to take a look at some covers?
I've been looking at them all day long. I want them all. Look at this. Look at that leg spread. Look, they didn't even hide Superman's crotch. It's beautiful. It's sunny. I love it. I just love it.
So let me see if I can make this a little bigger so we can see a little better here.
Look at
so
that.
There, yeah, that's a little better, right?
Yes.
So this is I'm trying to figure this is Dan Moore or
this is Jorge.
This is Jorge, right?
Yeah.
Dan does Superman's hair a little differently, but it's very similar in nature that way. I like his Spider-Man.
Yeah, I like
his Spider-Man.
I love it.
Okay. So this one, I'm not sure who's the artist behind it, but I also like this one because that Spider-Man has that 1970s look.
Yeah. I like this. I don't love this. Is not love, but I like it.
I'm not feeling Superman with the whole.
No, I don't like how his eyes
clear
look.
eyes. Yeah, that I'm not feeling. But I love this. I like the Spidey.
I like Spidey for the collection. It's still good enough for the collection.
All right. Supergirl and Silk.
Come on. Look at this. You got everything. You got tits. You got ass. You got Come on, folks. Tell me y'all didn't want this. Is this Archer?
But okay, I'm sorry. This is the one that kind of, for me, is the one I'm not crazy about. I got nothing against Silk. But why you're not giving me this girl? Why are you not giving Spider-Gwen? This is Spider-Gwen's spot.
I'd rather it go to Silk, honestly.
I'd rather go Spider-Gwen because if you're gonna give me the whole, but then again, I don't know. They haven't really revealed that who's the one actually publishing this one. Because you know how Marvel publishes and DC publishes. This sounds to me like a very DC published one.
I think this is a very DC published one.
Right? It seems very DC published.
Yeah.
All right. So there's that one. Here's another great. This is
Gorgeous.
Clayton Crane.
Creighton, gorgeous. Give me 50 of them. Give me 50 of them. I love it. I love it.
It
Look
doesn't, but it doesn't feel like a Crane. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it, but it doesn't feel. It doesn't have that Crane feel.
I don't give a shit. I love it. Give me 50 of them. I love it. Love it. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. The cape, the webbing, the oh my God.
All right.
Oh,
this to me is gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Yes. Give me 50 of them. I love it. I love everything happening here. Is
this a Delato? I'm not sure if this is a Delato. Looks very Delato to me.
Yeah. Do you know what I love? I love how they're hanging out at the diner. And you know what else I love? Not a damn gargoyle in sight. I love it.
All right. Let's go to our next one.
Cowabunga White Tiger. Look at this versus Lex, and then you know what? The villains always shared the same color. The villains always had the same color scape, and this is perfect.
Well, that's because that's the way they did comic books back then.
No, of
the
course,
villains were
like these two are the embodiment of purple and green, and I just love it. I mean, obviously we could. No, I don't even care. Fuck that. This is so good.
You got your one F-bomb in.
I got the one F-bomb with PG-13. I love it. Give me 50 of these. Spidey punching Lex. Soups just be like, who you throwing pumpkin bombs at? I love it. I love it. It's dynamic.
But if you, I don't know if you noticed, but the web is on Lex's nose.
Yes, absolutely. He wiped his face real good, just like Lex deserves.
Jim Lee.
We don't have to say anything else. And again,
you don't see Jim Lee do a lot of Spidey.
No gargoyle. And we don't see him do a lot of Spidey. No gargoyle. I'm just saying that. I love it. I wish he did a little more with Superman's S, but you know what? That is
the S is a little. I think the S is a little too small.
It's a little too small. Give me 20 of them.
Yeah, because to me, when you draw the S, it's like literally on his chest when it usually goes a little lower, like the pyramid. So, but it looks good. It looks good.
Busy.
You like how he did Spider-Man's fingers? He did them like.
I love how he's doing Spider-Man's fingers. Like Spidey's ready to get in there. I love it. Spidey looks good.
All right.
Oh,
this
Red
is
from Superman versus Spider-Hulk in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Just I love.
Is there like an alternate version of Spidey where he's kind of like a commie or something like that?
No.
So there's nothing out there that's like that.
No.
Okay.
But I do think it's funny that it's Red Sun Superman versus Spider-Hulk. So I love it. I love it. It's fun. It's cartoony, but cartoony in a good way. Give me 50. Give me 50. Oh my God! Give me 100. Give me
Nakayama is
100 of these.
The fact that you give me Kingdom Come Superman.
Absolutely. But
that is awesome.
The whole negative space vibe going on here. It is so beautiful. So beautiful.
But why didn't you give me a future version of Spidey?
We don't know if this isn't a future version of Spidey. He's still wearing the mask.
He's still wearing the mask, but aren't they like color changes and stuff like that?
No, this could just be that one future. This could be Mayday Parker's dad, Spider-Man.
Okay. Ooh, it would have been cool, been like Ben Reilly, or
maybe.
Right? So okay, cool. All right.
Oh my God! Give me another 100. Give me another 100. I love it. I love it.
Check out that cape, but you know what? That's Spider-Man.
First of all, the dialogue for Superboy Prime in this is gonna be amazing. When he breaks the fourth wall, he'll be like, "Look, it's an intercompany crossover." Like it is going to be. I cannot wait. Captain Universe Spider-Man. I would like to see that.
And there we go.
This is for all you titty lovers. Power Girl and Black Cat. Okay? This is gorgeous. I mean, I want 100 of these, and I don't even care about them titties. All you titty lovers out there are going to be out of your mind going for this cover.
This is pretty gorgeous, though. This is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. Is this Dotson? It's gorgeous.
No, it's not Dotson. I doubt that.
Is it AH?
I'm not sure. I don't have like the names. I see the signature, but I can't.
Well, AH would be more obvious. I'm thinking this could be a Dodson. This could look at Dr. Van Hook.
Take my money.
Take it.
They should call this series franchise. It really should. All right. And there's the original one.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So all these, as we now know, Cliff is going to be broke.
Oh, I will. Let me tell you, I'm going to take advantage of that website with the 35% off FOC, and I'm going to FOC this. I'm going to FOC it so good, I'm going to feel it next Saturday.
Good. See, I told you, man, we had a lot to talk about today.
Yes, but also like none of it like moved me, but this moved me.
So the CGC didn't move you. The Scarlett Joe didn't move you. That's some good stuff, though.
ScarJo moved me a little bit. ScarJo moved me a little bit.
You gotta do it. But the CGC was a conversation piece that we had to talk about.
It's a good conversation. It's just that they annoy me, and then I'm equally annoyed with the whole merger thing.
Well, the merger thing is one of those things that how does it affect comics? That's how I look at it.
Listen, it will only be their ruin. It will only be their ruin. Mm-hmm. One of these companies is gonna screw it all up for us. I've never been rooting so hard. By the way, everybody, like I'm serious. Email your representatives. Like, who are your state representatives? Email them. Be like, yo, this merger is whack. Please don't let it go through.
It's not going to change anything. I'll be honest.
I'm saying, if Americans, if y'all unite, we don't stand up enough anymore. We don't stand up for nothing anymore. We let people walk all over us. We let corporations buy each other out. We let the prices go up. We just sit back and let it happen.
But to be honest with you, dude, to be completely honest with you, I'm going to say most people want this merger because they look at certain things a certain way. They look at it from a different type of lens, right? Where you see one thing and you say, yeah, that one thing's going to be improved, but yet you forget about all the other stuff that's happening in the background.
I don't forget about the stuff going on in the background.
Because that's what happened, right?
Yeah.
Like, for me, I did not want the merger to happen. I want WB to stay as is, but WB did not want to stay as is. So it's bound to happen.
WB should have booted Homeboy to the curb, give him a compensation package, get out.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the catch. If the Netflix deal does not go through because of Paramount and they decide to go to Paramount, they have to give Netflix $2 billion. Like, give them. Like, here you go. Thanks for your time. So one way or another, Netflix is making money. Right? Meanwhile, Paramount's losing more money as a result of all this stuff.
Do you hear the words coming out of your mouth?
I'm just being honest. I'm telling you what it is.
I know you're being honest, but does it, like, saying these words out loud
for president?
Does it not? Are you not disgusted when you hear those words coming out of your mouth?
I agree.
I'm disgusted. I'm fully disgusted.
If there was one group that I say should have gotten it, I was actually going to root for Apple, even though Apple is as evil as the rest of them. But Apple's the one group that I think would have left WB alone.
Yeah. Well, anyhow.
But it is what it is. It's time to talk about what's trending this week.
Oh, no!
It is Cliff's favorite time of day.
It's Bat Hell. Bat Hell is back.
Let's do this. The top trending comic books for the second week of December. There is a little bit of repeats, of course, but I'm here to let you know there's some newbies as well. I'm just letting you know. It's 2 billion with a B, not million. Just letting you know that part. All right. So we talked a little bit about some of this stuff, but Cliff, as always, your immediate thoughts.
Well, 2 of these are cool. Basket of Phantasm and Stranger Things. I didn't see Stranger Things. That wasn't on my bingo card, but I'm really happy to see it here.
Yeah. So, of course, we got some repeats as well. let's take a look at our honorable mentions for this week. When we look at our honorable mentions, our first one is Absolute Batman #9. This is the first appearance of Bane. We also get a little bit of Slay Wilson in this book. A lot of people are sleeping on that, but it's not. It's more like a little cameo for Slay. I know what you're thinking already, but go ahead and say it out loud.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Fine.
What's your thoughts on this version of Bane? Like what you see? Because I know you stopped reading it, right? You dropped it a while ago.
I see a giant mass of nothing with a pinhead. You know, what am I supposed to say? I don't know.
Exactly what you said right now works for me. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
This one is remotely sexy.
Well, that's what we were talking about yesterday. So this is Absolute Batman Annual.
Anatomy is actually decent looking here.
It has that what's the name of that artist? It has a little bit of Joe Madman in it. But there's one of the guy who's been doing a little bit of those Nightwings pumpkin spicy covers. So it does have a little bit of pumpkin spicy in it. In that way it's drawn. It is Absolute Batman the Annual 2025 Annual. This is the this is not a second printing. This is a variant.
Oh.
Yeah, this Geraldo Barel. So this is one that kind of like slipped through the cracks, but people are starting to hunt it down now.
I can see why.
Yeah. And it's not an overly exaggerated Batman either. That's one of the things I kind of like about it. Like, it's still Absolute Batman, but he kind of looks like regular Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and I like that.
All right. And here's one for you.
Oh, Nightwing.
All right. Tales of the Teen Titans, the Judas Contract. This is issue 44. This is our first Nightwing, am I right?
Yes, it is.
Is it another first, though?
I think it's the first Jericho, which is Slade's son there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember Jericho. So those are your honorable mentions for this week. Take note at the publishers. I'm letting you know right now. At number 10 in our list, we got our first book, Absolute Batman, issue number 11. This book came out for DC Comics, $19 near mint, last recorded sales value. Fair market value, $16, $86, 9.8. Trending list goes is number 9 in CBSI, number 9 in cover price. 7-day, 30 days. We got 15 sales within the last 7 days, 38 sales within the last 30 days. Hype level of this book is at a low, but it is part of this whole trend of Absolute Batman. People are literally hunting down all these issues. They're all being sold. So now they're becoming a little... Scarce is probably not the right word, but they're harder to come across than before.
They are going through a period of being sought after. That's it.
Yes, they're being sought after.
You know, I mean, like, sooner or later, I'll meet you in the dollar bin.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you notice Batman
is hanging in this one? Yeah,
he's hanging there, man. And our Bane is quite beefy.
Yeah.
He is quite beefy. All right. Let's go with number 9. At number 9, we have, dare I say it, Absolute Batman issue number 7. I just love it.
This is Mr. Freeze, right?
This is the first Mr. Freeze. $35 near mint was the last recorded sales value. Fair market value is $28 near mint, $82.99.8. This was number 5 for Key Collector, number 8 for cover price. 7-day, 30 days, 26 sales within the last 7 days, 84 sales within the last 30. Also, hype level is a little bit at a low for this book, especially in comparison to all the other ones. But this is a first appearance. This is a new story arc of Mr. Freeze, but Victor Freeze Jr. is this version of Freeze, which is a very terrifying version of it. I personally like this cover. I think this is a great cover to me. I love this. I love the blue snow. I love the subtlety of the blood in the corner, and that's why I like this book.
I mean,
don't body shame, babe.
I'll body shame.
That
No problems.
Any thoughts on Absolute Batman issue number 7?
It's a nice pickup, and that's it.
That's it. That's all you got.
That's all I got. Like who am I to deny anyone?
All right.
Listen, today I won an Absolute Joker first appearance, and I bought one too. Just to
awesome.
have.
All right, let's go to our next book of the week at number 8. At number 8, you got, dare I say, Absolute Batman issue number 10, where we have Babyface Batman. This book recently came out. $25 near mids the record sales. $24 is the fair market value. $106.09.8. As far as trending goes, is number 7 the CBS side. 7-day, 30-day trend is 38 sales within the last 7, 115 sales within the last 30. Hype level of this one is at a medium, obviously, because we have 115 sales. The book is selling, bro. It is selling.
It's very
nice. Do you like baby head Batman?
Absolutely not. It's weird.
It does look weird.
Yeah. It's a little too weird for me.
It's a little too weird.
Yeah.
Like it just, I don't know. It's just, I don't get it.
I don't get the axe. I don't get the axe, but there it is.
Well, how big does that axe have to actually be? If it's just,
it's absurd. It just, the art is the artistry is like absurdist in this.
I like Dragata's art though.
Sure.
I dig it.
Yeah, get me that dude who did the annual second printing or the annual 1 in 25. Let's get that dude.
All right.
Get that dude and come back to me.
Well, how's the artwork in the new book?
Whose new book?
The new Absolute Batman, the Joker.
Oh, I didn't open it.
It's Jock. It's not Dragota.
Oh, I didn't know. And everybody loves Jock.
Yeah. So at number 7, we got DCKO number 1. This is the second printing done by Dan Mora. This book is pretty new. $25 near mint, last recorded sales value. Most common is $25. $54.09.8. As far as trending goes, is number 10 for CBS side, number 2 for cover price. 7-day, 30 days, we got 24 sales within the last 7 days, 37 within the last 30. Hype level is at a medium. They're entering DC proper in this KO battle. But this is a second printing, Dan Mora. What's your thoughts on this Dan Mora cover?
I assume that this is more about Dan Mora than anything else.
Are you sure? This is the absolute trinity, though.
It is, and that's fine. But I feel like the Dan Mora of it all factors into it. Also, Dan Mora proving he can draw a great Absolute Batman.
He could draw a good Batman, because let's be honest, that looks more like a Batman than an Absolute Batman.
Yeah, but still, he got the chestiness in there and everything.
What do you think about the hair of Superman with his like little 80s grunge look?
I feel like it's a little too scraggly, but like it's fine.
And Wonder Woman with her Rhea Ripley look.
I like it. She looks ready. She looks ready to bring it.
I'm digging it. Red eyes. Interesting.
Yeah. But it's funny because I love Dan Mora's art, and yet on this cover, I'm loving the Batman, and the other two are just which is normally not.
No, but I personally like the Wonder Woman.
I mean, it's good, but like I'm not like
the Batman just looks like Batman. It doesn't feel different. It just feels like Batman. It doesn't feel like Absolute Batman. Like it's Absolute Batman because he got spikes.
Yeah, but still, it's just better looking art, and like it actually captures my attention quite well.
Okay. All right, let's go into our number 6 book of the week, and that is going to Absolute Batman 2025 Annual number 1. It's still on this list, man. All right, $20 near mint value is the last recorded sales. $23 is the fair market value. $123.09.8. As far as trending goes, this is number 10 for cover price. We have a 7-day, 30-day trend. 73 sales within the last 7 days. 501 like the jeans. 30-day sales. Of course, the hype level is at a medium, but it's starting to trickle down now, right? It's still, but the last 30 days, this book was nothing but hot. So,
yeah,
73 sales in this week is still pretty damn good.
I think for me, this is just a great book, so I'm not mad at this so much. Batman battling bigots. Batman battling bigots. I'll say it every time. I love it. Take my money. Batman battling bigots.
All right. At number 5 this week, we got ourselves Stranger Things #1. This book actually came out in 2018 for Dark Horse Comics. $10 near mint is the last recorded sales value. It goes for about $19 near mint. $115 at a 9.8. It's trending list #2 for Key Collect, #3 for CBSI, #1 for cover price. 7-day, 30-day trend. 16 sales within the last 7 days, 25 within the last 30. Hype level was at a high because it was #1 for cover price. And it's all about the Upside Down. And here we have our first Stranger Things comic that really made the list. And it's all to do with the TV show last season. Have you been enjoying it?
I've been loving it.
You finished it, right?
I did. I'm all over it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I may actually be a little sad when it's finally over, but I'm all over it.
Well, who you think is going? Someone's gonna die.
Yeah, someone's gonna die, but you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy the ride. I mean, mostly I think Hopper's gonna die, but I'm just gonna enjoy the ride.
I think Hopper's gonna live because they keep teasing that he's gonna die.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's Will that's gonna go bye-bye.
Yeah, but I don't want that for Will.
You know,
because you know me, I don't like that bury your gaze trope. I don't like that so much.
Well, Robin's not going anywhere.
Well, right. Well, what does that mean? That I gotta be okay with bury your gaze because if you're gonna let me keep Robin, who by the way, fabulous this season, and her interactions
she's great.
Will, brilliant interactions.
Yeah,
with
Robin's
Will.
great, man.
Love it.
But remember, Will has not said anything yet.
It doesn't matter.
It's just implied right now. It's just implied.
Her pep talk, fabulous.
It's just implied right now.
Yeah.
It's just implied, even though he is.
Yeah.
If they're gonna pull a fast one, but like, no, I doubt that. All right, none of the kids are dying. Oh no, I think Will's gonna bite the bullet. I think Will is going to lead into the battle. And you know what I think? I don't think Vecna is the ultimate villain.
No, what do you call it? Is that spider creature?
No, it's gonna be the 5-headed dragon. I forgot what it's called. It's gonna be a new character.
No, because everything has
You're saying the Mind Flayer.
Yeah, everything has been leading to the Mind Flayer.
Yeah, but everything leads to some Dungeons and Dragons type of thing.
Right, and the Mind Flayer is perfectly terrifying. Like
well,
it is.
Yeah, but the I forgot what the name of the 5-headed dragon is.
Tiamat.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not going to.
There will be a Tiamat. I do believe there will be a Tiamat.
I do not. I think it's the Mind Flayer. I think that's what we have to look forward to.
Okay, so Stranger Things at number 5. It's good to see Stranger Things here in this list. At number 4, we talked about it. DC All-In Special #1. This is the first appearance of the Absolute Universe and the Absolute characters. This came out last year. $26 near mint, last recorded sales value. Most comments, $32 near mint, $102,9.8. Trendy lists, #6 for Key Collector, #5 for CBSI, #3 for cover price. 7-day, 30-day sales, 27 sales within the last 7 days, 49 sales within the last 30 days. Hype levels at a high. People are finally starting to pick this book up. Finally.
Yeah, like, oh, wow, it's the debut of the Absolutes. So there you go.
Yeah. According to DVH, not a chance Will is dying. He's the main victim. He's taking down Vecna, and everyone lives happily ever after. Oh, someone's dying. Someone's going to bite the bullet. Let it be Mur. Why not? Just have Mur die. What the hell? Look at your face.
Why you gotta be just killing characters off left and right?
Because that's what everybody looks forward to. You ever notice that's like our thing now? Like someone has to die.
I mean, not for me. Like I would be perfectly fine
if they all live.
Well, you know, like maybe somebody's wounded, but yeah, if they all live, I could be okay with it.
Bring back Barb. Last episode, we get Barb back.
That'd be insane.
Oh, I'll be pissed off if they do this thing where everything is like, okay, everything gets reset to the beginning.
You know, or it was a game of Dungeons and Dragons all along.
Oh, I think that would piss people off.
That would piss people off completely.
At this point, I think you might. There's so much hype for an ending that it's probably not going to live up to the expectation.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Also,
But-
I see 11 sacrificing herself.
I see that too, but I don't think so. I think she's going to live happily ever after. I think that relationship will live on.
Maybe.
But we're not talking about Stranger Things. We're talking about DC All In Special, the first appearance of your favorite character, Absolute Batman, as well as Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman. And now this book is starting to gain traction. Do you think it could meet up with Absolute Batman?
I don't think so. I don't think people are gravitating to this in that way.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so either, because first of all, they're not in the cover. That's the first. That's the first thing. It's not in the cover. Yes, people are starting to pick it up now, but I remember when this came out, I was just practically giving these things away.
Yeah. No,
You know?
people were not picking up on it in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at our number 4 book in our list here. Well, that is our number 4 book. Our number 3.
Woo!
Woohoo! We're moving pretty quickly. Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. This is the adaptation of the great Batman the Animated Series movie that came out back in 1993. Would you believe that? That long ago. $25 near mint was the last recorded sales value. Most common is $21 near mint, $135 and 9.6. As far as trending list, is number 1 for key collector, number 4 for CBSI, number 4 for cover price. This has a 7-day, 30-day trend of 36 sales within the last 7, 39 within the last 30. That's because all the sales are happening this week. People are specking. That's what this is. This is specking. Hype level is at a high. Now, we talked about this earlier today. This has everything to do with the possibility that Scarlett Johansson will be playing Andrea Belmont, a.k.a. the Phantasm.
Yes.
And as we both said, we want it to happen. We believe it should happen. We will not accept anything else. I'm not going to accept anything else. If you tell me she's playing somebody, I'll be like, no, I'm done. I'm done with this movie because I already want this.
It would be upsetting for sure.
Yes. Now, what I want people to know, this may be the first issue, but there is also an Ashcan edition that came with the DVD as well as the VHS. This movie is that old that it had a VHS attached to it. Look out for that one, because that one people are going to be demanding money for that thing. Yeah, you got it. You got it, Bobby. Specking. We're going to be specking this one. This is a big time specker.
I still think it's a good collectible on its own. If you
I think it's great, man.
you get a good price, snap it up.
You got some good animated artists doing the work, so it looks and it feels like the Batman animated series. So that's what I like about it. But yeah, there is a mini comic that people should be looking out for, and I'm pretty sure those books are going to be harder to get because they come with the DVD, they come with the VHS. I do happen to have a copy because I have my copy. I bought this movie when it came out. All right. We're almost at the...
I wonder if I can find my copy.
At number 2 is Absolute Batman issue number 14. We're back to Absolute Batman. Sorry, guys. The Derek Chew cover featuring the all-new Harley Quinn. DC Comics just like a couple of months ago. $11 near mint's last recorded sales value. This book goes for about $12 fair market, 67 at a 9.8. Trending list, number 3 for key collect, number 2 for CBSI, number 5 for cover price. It's the sales, guys. 7-day sales, 57 sales, 30-day sales, $229. Well, 229 copies. Hype levels at a high. Do you like this Harley Quinn? Do you like this look?
It's interesting.
It's a choice.
It's a choice, that's for sure.
It's definitely a choice.
She's a very different character in this universe, that's for sure.
So, my boy Travis, he's here to hear Cliff talk absolute.
Travis, I love you.
Hola, amigos. All right. I dig it. I kind of like this look, and I want to see this in cosplay.
Oh, I
said this
think we're
yesterday.
most certainly going to be seeing it in cosplay.
Because you're gonna have those anti-Harley Quinn fans say, you know what, I'm gonna dress up like anti-Harley Quinn. You know what I mean?
Again, it's a choice.
She's wearing all baggy clothes. It's not the same look as the regular Harley Quinn. It's kind of like complete opposite. But I like the face paint. I dig the face paint. That's what I like. All right. You ready for number one?
It's a well done cover. And I will give it that.
You ready for number one? Because everybody wants to hear you talk about the number one book of the week. Because I know you have things to say. We said it last week. You did a report on it. You talked about it ad nauseum. But the number one book returns. And it's none other than Absolute Batman number one from 2024. $300 at a 9.8 was the last recorded sales. This book is selling for $122 near mint raw. $318 at a 9.8. Trending list goes number one for CBSI, number 6 for cover price. 7-day, 30-day trends. 78 sales the last 7 days. 290 the last 30. Hype level is at a high. Come on. Say it. Say what you want to say. Go ahead. This is your avenue to say. This is your opportunity.
And no one buy this right now. This is ridiculous. Do not buy this right now. And also, some people who accept offers, you can see the offers that were accepted, and some people can hide on eBay the offers they accepted, right? So how do the CBSIs, the cover prices of the world know when those people are hiding what the sales are?
You mean like when they cross off the sales? They don't. They just add it. They add it to the mix.
Right, but what are they adding to a mix? That it's sold for 300, or they don't know what it's sold at?
So what Go Collect does is they show the sale, they show the price that it was going for, but they put a line in, they do a line in between, so that it's covered up to say that this sold less than the price, but this was the asking offer. So they don't record the actual sales number because none of them actually say the actual sales in that way. They just say that it's sold. So in Go Collect's case, it's sold. For cover price, it says it's sold. Did it sell for that price? No, because it's been crossed off. But it did sell. So the offer was accepted. And usually, you know how the offers usually are. They're like 80% at lowest of what the actual sales was. But there's no way of telling.
Look, I'm sorry. I see what I see. It just does not make sense. And like I said before, somebody needed to create a hype for Christmas time, and they all focused on this abundantly available item that people are mysteriously paying hundreds of dollars for now.
Even the Rolf going for $122
That's
is
insane.
a lot.
That's insane. You know, I mean, I can't. At 65, I'm like, okay, we're pushing it. But now 122, like
65, I could see it. Easy.
Yeah, right. But that was the end of where I could see it. That was the end.
That's the ceiling for you.
Yeah, that was the ceiling, and we've crashed that. This is just terrible.
Well, that's double that.
Yeah, no, it's insane. It's insane. Mm-hmm. Like, don't do this to yourself. Like, you want some good Batman collectibles? Do you know what kind of Batman graded collectibles you could get at $300? There's so much stuff out there.
You could get some cool Neil Adams stuff.
You could get cool Neil Adams stuff. You could get a signature series first appearance of Tim Drake. There's all sorts of things.
You could get a Batman 423 Raw. May not be near mint, but you could get a good quality Batman 423 done by Todd McFarlane.
Yep.
All right. Welcome. Kit Corgi. That's what that Kilt Corgi. Welcome to the channel. All right. So
Thank you, Travis, for agreeing with me. This is a wild jump.
No, I don't think anybody denies it's a wild jump. I think what ends up happening is like why. It's the why behind it. It's like what's going on? Who are these buyers? And why are they buying? Are they buying because they think there's some investment to it? Are they buying because they strictly want to have this book? I think
No, the fact that we are lacking, the fact that we're lacking answers as to who the buyers are across the board, right? It adds to my suspicions.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what's up, man. But there you have it, guys. That is your number one book of the week. Absolute Batman #1, taking a high sale of $300 this week. That's crazy. And a 9.8. Wow. Yeah, Miles Morales hit mega bucks. Well, I think Miles is a little different comparison though, because
no one knew it was going to be a hit. It was not ordered in record.
It was not a hit like that either.
Yeah,
it became a hit years later.
Yeah,
so it became a hit like maybe 3 years later or something like that. Originally, it was not a hit. In fact,
happened organically.
It took time for him. Same thing with Spider-Gwen. So like she followed suit after him. But in Absolute Batman, keep in mind, it is still a Batman. So you got, it's Batman, Spider-Man. Those are your two top sellers. So if you do a book with them, then of course it's going to be, So I'm fine with all, Absolute Batman. I don't hate Absolute Batman. I think the price is too high for the quantity of books that exist. That's just my personal thought. I think the price is going to drop. I don't hate the book. I do actually like the book. I like the cover. And this Thursday, I'm going to be at Midtown Comics getting more Absolute Batman signed, because that's where Scott Snyder is going to be. So with that being said, guys, let's end this one out here. What are your thoughts? Which books do you have? Share your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned to next week's ranking. Will Absolute Batman make a return? I think he will. But what else could be in? I honestly think we're going to see Supergirl make the list next week. So be on the lookout for that book. So that's I'm going to guarantee it. Cliff, you heard it here. I guarantee Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow will make the top 10. Where is the question?
Why would she not? That we're getting a trailer. It's
bound to happen.
Unless the trailer somehow wildly sucks, we're in.
It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I agree.
So it's gonna happen. So there you have it, guys. That is our list. Woohoo! Good stuff happening, guys. I just want to remind you, this week is going to be a fun week because I got a lot of good stuff happening, and I know Cliff has some good stuff happening too. But this Saturday, I am going to be at Pelham Comics for the grand opening of Pelham Comics at 89 Bulls Lane in Pelham, New York. So if you're in the New York City area, if you're in the Westchester County area, stop by, say what's up. I'll be there. We got some gifts. We're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be fun. That's happening this Saturday. Cliff, you're going to be somewhere this Saturday too, because unfortunately you're not going to be able to hang out with me, but you got something equally as important, maybe even more.
Okay, so my annual toy drive is this Saturday at Alternativerse Comics in Hyde Park, New York. We're starting at 12 p.m. And we have many, many items for silent auction, including Ant-Man movie posters and things signed by Paul Rudd, which were graciously donated by him. So that is wonderful. But Bishop, I want to tell you, I know people buy what they want.
We're going to keep going.
But I don't, I want to believe that people are buying this. And I don't believe people are buying this. I don't know who are these people. Like, I don't know not one person. And I know a lot of people. A lot of collectors.
That is
I don't
true.
know anyone.
Those a lot of people.
Yeah. I'm only standing on the fact that this is extremely weird and I think it's very forced. And that's that. Otherwise, of course, collect what you want. Buy what you want. I mean, for goodness sakes, I got a PSA of the freaking Marvel swimsuit freaking edition. But still, I didn't pay $300 for this, nor would I ever want to pay $300 for this.
Do you like the slab?
Oh, this is a very strong quality slab, right? But it doesn't come with any of the perks of CGC.
It doesn't have eye appeal, in other words.
Well, no. I mean, first of all, I don't like the eye appeal. That's not here, right? And like with all this label space, why is there shorthand? I can't.
Oh, they're changing that. I do know they're going to change that.
Good. So it's super strong UV coating. I love it. They're amazing as far as this goes. But as far as like community and a registry and all of that, they are way behind CGC.
Mm-hmm. And with that being said, guys, we're gonna leave you with this solid note. Buy what you want. And if you want Absolute Batman, if you want to spend that kind of money, spend it. But we're telling you, first and foremost, you might want to wait because that price is definitely going to drop. We love you. We'll see you next time.
Read your comments.
Excelsior.
I think this is it. I think you're about to go home. Okay. All right. Look, thank you.
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 Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I never said thank you. And you'll never have to.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I guess I'll see you.